The following program is a public access production. Comcast is required to provide time on this channel and make it available pursuant to franchise agreements with the communities we serve. Comcast is not affiliated with the following program or the producers of public access programming and is not responsible for the content. The following program does not reflect the opinions of Comcast or its affiliates.
Where is it? Oh, yeah, here.
Okay. Hello, everyone. This is the Village of Round Lake Beach Board Meeting for Monday, October 12th. It is 7 p.m. I am Trustee Butler, Mayor Pro Tem tonight. Our mayor is ill. And now that I've called the meeting to order, Clerk, could you do a roll call?
Yes. Trustee Husk. Trustee Valdez.
Here.
Trustee Wallace.
Here.
Trustee Butler.
Here.
Trustee Mount. Trustee Bennis.
Here.
Mayor Hill.
Thank you. Now may I have everyone rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Do I have an approval of the agenda, please?
So move. Second.
Motion made by Trustee Valdez, second by Trustee Bennis. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That is approved 5-0. Now, approval of the September 28th, 2015 council meeting minutes. Any questions from the board? Do I have a motion?
Second.
Motion by Trustee Wallace, second by Trustee Bennis. All in favor, say aye. Aye. That is approved 5-0. Now we are moving down to our approval of expenditures in the amount of $1,073,618.47. Do I have any questions from the board? Okay, we went over all these in committee. Do I have them? Oh, on this one, we need
Roll call.
a roll call. Do I have a motion
So moved.
and a second?
Second.
And we have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Mount. Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
That is approved 5-0. We have no ratifications this evening. But as always, it's now time for our reports. Trustee Mount, do you have a report for us?
Well, I do. You want to go first?
Sure, I can go first.
We'll
We'll
take
let
Trustee
Trustee
Bennis
do
first.
it.
That's
All right,
the
I just want to
gentleman. Thank
remind
you.
everybody, let everybody know that trick-or-treating this year will be on Saturday, October 31st, Halloween Day, from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
See
so
now?
just so all the residents know, we're breaking tradition,
Yeah.
and we're actually having it on Halloween because it is on a Saturday. So residents, get prepared. There's gonna be lots of candy being passed out, I'm sure.
Mayor
Thank
Pro
you.
Tem, and just for the record, all four Round Lakes area are the same. Haynesville is different, so.
But Round
Haynesville
Lake,
is-
Round Lake Heights, Round Lake Beach, and Round Lake Park.
Everybody's the same. So thanks again, Chief, for doing that.
Thank you, and now Trustee Mount.
Thank you. And for our SWACO report tonight, this Saturday, SWACO will hold a household chemical waste mobile collection in Lake Forest from 8 to 2:30 at the Municipal Service Center on Field Drive. As all mobile collections, they're for anyone within the state of Illinois to clean out their basement and garages and bring all the hazardous waste. Our last household chemical waste mobile collection for the year will be held in Mundelein on November 7th. So we were only going to have the two more for this year. And that's at the Mundelein Metro Station on Archer Drive. Archer Drive is just 2 blocks, would be 2 blocks east, I guess, of Lake Street. So that's easy to find in Mundelein. So those two mobile collections, and then we always have 2 or 3 collections throughout the month by appointment at our Essex Street facility in Kearney. Our SWACO annual fall recycle-a-rama. And there's copies over there for anyone in the public. We want you to make sure you get a copy, hand out some to your neighbors. Trustees and Mayor Pro Tem, you have a copy. We also have copies out by the clerk's office. The recycle-a-rama is Saturday, October 24th, from 9 to 1 p.m. And you can see everything's here, paper shredding, shoes, cell phones, household electronics, eyeglasses, hearing aids, car seats, everything. This is an annual event. It's located at Lake County Division of Transportation on Winchester in Libertyville. I like what it says. Keep items out of our landfills, find sustainable solutions for hard-to-recycle items around the home, make a difference in your community and your world. Electronic drop-offs are located at 5 locations throughout Lake County. The closest to Round Lake Beach is the Grays Lake Public Works, right off 83 in Grays Lake. For all your SWACO needs, go to swalco.org. And remember, recycle first, trash last. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Mount. Any other trustees have any reports tonight? Thank you. There is no mayor's report. Thank you. Do we have a clerk's report?
No, we do not.
No clerk's report? Okay, so we can move on to our business now. A, resolution declaring certain police department as surplus property. Chief, would you like to give us a summary of this, please?
Mayor Pro Tem. Occasionally, we receive guns from the citizens that either find them in their basement or receive them from other relatives and they no longer want them. And the weapons that we're declaring surplus here have been accumulated over the last 15 years. We've checked them several times to make sure that they're not wanted by the ATF or in Leeds. We've sent the required paperwork to make sure that the citizens no longer want them to the last known address, and we have 27 that have been approved or are possible to be declared surplus, and that's what we're requesting to do. Once they're declared surplus, we'll put them up for auction through Obanoffs. We've used them in the past and have been very successful.
Thank you. Trustees, any questions? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Trustee Mount, second by Trustee Bennis. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
That passes 5-0. B, an ordinance repealing and replacing 6-1-3 of the Village Code regarding chronic nuisance property abatement and crime-free multi-housing requirements. We've been a part of the crime-free multi-housing for around 10 years now, and the state has made some changes, and because of this, we have to adjust our ordinance as such. Does our attorney like to add anything to this?
The only other thing is that it also codifies the crime-free part. It didn't make it into your code, I'm not really sure why, and it makes the two provisions parallel, both the nuisance and the crime-free part. The other thing is that Round Lake Beach has been a leader in this, and a lot of other communities looked at your ordinance and what your police department has done in order to pass similar ordinances. So kudos to the police chief and his department for being leaders in this regard.
Thank you. Chief, would you like to add anything to this, please?
No, I think you summed it up. We are just trying to keep up and stay current and make sure that we follow the laws. And as Scott said, we've looked at the laws and are going to be following those as closely as we can with a new ordinance.
Thank you. Questions from the trustees? Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
I have a motion by Trustee Wallace, a second by Trustee Valdez. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
That passes 5-0. C, resolution authorizing and approving the purchase of snow and ice materials from Morton Salt in an amount not to exceed $137,851.20. And of course, everyone knows we live in the Midwest. We have these bad winters here, and we need to have salt and be prepared. Anybody else want to add anything to that? Scott?
No, this is our vendor through the state bid, and we received pretty favorable bid prices this year.
Thank you. So saying that, do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
I have a motion by trustee Bennis and a second by trustee Valdez. Please call the roll.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
That passes 5-0. Moving right along. D, resolution approving an extension to the contract with G&S Services. And Scott, update on that, summary?
Like we discussed, this is an extension from the 2000, the last resolution was in 2008, or 2009, I'm sorry. And GNS is extending their prices for the next 2 snow seasons, holding their current prices.
And GNS does the Civic Center, the Village Hall.
They do, Hook Drive, part of Mallard Creek, or all of Mallard Creek, part of Orchard Lane, and all the municipal campuses.
Village Hall, Civic Center,
Civic Center and
Metro.
Metro Station.
Perfect. Thank you. Any questions from the board? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Wallace, second by trustee Mount. Please call the roll.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez. Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
That passes 5-0. And our last item, E, a resolution approving the appropriation of funds for the purchase of one 5-yard dump truck with snowplow, liquid tank, and salt spreader from Rush Truck Center's Municipal Fleet Services in amount not to exceed $135,657. And again, it's just the purchase of a 5-yard dump truck in that amount. Would you like to add anything to that?
Again, this is part of a state bid, so we gained some economy of scale on the equipment and the truck.
Perfect. Do I have any questions from the board? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by trustee Mount, a second by trustee Bennis. Roll call, please.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez. Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye. That passes 5-0. Now we are moving on to open public participation. If you have something to say, you can come on up to the mic, give your name, address, and please give us your comment or concern.
Hello, my name is Anne Marie Pride. I live at 903 Corona Court. Can you tell me if the ordinance for the roosters is still in effect? Because there's at least 2 roosters out by where I live.
Are we talking about chickens
Yeah.
and the backyard chicken? We have not
They're-
passed an
they're roo-
ordinance.
Whatever rooster, yeah.
A rooster, yeah, chickens and roosters. You just have that little slight accent, so I was making sure we're talking about the same kind of an animal here. And we have not passed an ordinance on backyard chickens in our village,
They'd be prohibited.
and so at this time, they are still prohibited.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Not my backyard.
Yeah, it would be helpful, though, if you know the addresses, if you can give them to John so we can follow up.
Okay, does anybody else have a comment for the board? Okay, at this time, we do have executive session, in which we will go in for probable pending litigation, land acquisition, executive session minutes, and personnel. And do I need a motion?
Yes.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion by trustee Mount, a second by trustee Valdez, and could you please call the roll?
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
At this time, we will be going into executive session. We may or may not have action on executive session. You may stay if you would like, and we shall be back shortly. Good enough.
Don't forget to get the copies of the Swalco Recycle-Rama. There you go.
Action on executive session. So do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Bennis, second by trustee Valdez. All in favor, say aye. Aye. We are adjourned.
All in favor, say go Cubs.
Go Cubs. Thank you, everyone.